It's unmuted, so.
Twitch.tv, GamersGrove.
I think mainly like my voice compared to your guys's, because I don't know.
Is it running right now?
Yeah, it should be up. Is it not?
No, it is. I think I'm just looking at the wrong thing. Is it? Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
Okay, just tweeted
Okay.
it out.
Yeah, it sounds fine.
Compared my voice compared to everyone else's.
Oh crap.
Let me listen. Let me listen to what you just said. Yeah, you sound good, dude.
Okay.
Ugh,
Are you
I
guys
tweeted
okay
out on
then?
my account accidentally. Let me
Noob.
let me not do that.
Come watch our late night live stream.
Actually, I should probably have it.
Come watch us talk about game stuff live over at Twitch. I would put that as a soundbite if that was okay, but unfortunately, Twitch doesn't have that function. Dude, I found out there's a brewery right across the street from my school.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know about it. Could have gone over there for beers between classes.
Hell yeah. Take a look at it now, see how it looks.
Oh my Christ. Ooh, look at
Lord
that.
almighty.
That's party. Okay. I made a post.
Cool. Wait, like
It's indirect,
5
it's a little
minutes.
indirectly self-depreciative, but oh well. Everything I say ends up that way.
It's like Inception. Watching yourself.
Watching yourself, yeah.
Oh shit, Audacity. Almost forgot.
Yeah, get up that audacity, dude.
Testing, yep, same as always. Fuck, I keep knocking this.
I'm glad anybody who actually listens to this gets to hear like all the fucking audio bumps and shit I do live.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Can't edit it out now.
All right, it's been a while since I used Twitch. How do I do the pop-out text box for the chat?
There should be a little arrow in the top right-ish corner. You click that. Oh wait, you mean like pop it out from?
Yeah.
So it's like its own separate entity?
Yes.
I don't
sir.
fucking know, dude.
Okay, then that was no use.
Go to settings, and then it's the little settings cogwheel, and it says pop out chat.
Pop out. There
Yeah,
we go.
pop
Thank
out.
you.
It's a delay. Yeah, it
Gotcha.
runs on
Figured it out.
delay.
I figured it out. Okay.
Welcome to the pre-show. We make facial expressions for 5 minutes and don't say anything.
Even though our webcams aren't showing.
Oh shit. Even better.
All right.
Oh god. That was loud.
Settle down now.
Clear my throat. What is today? Never mind. It's Sunday. It's always Sunday.
It's a Sunday.
Okay, at the end during shoutouts, just say you could find us in our usual places.
All right. Yeah. I'm not gonna run through them all like I have been.
Count
You
out
find us
5 fingers and then shut up with that.
There's one other thing I was gonna say. I don't remember.
Self promo.
Oh yeah,
In the group.
we have a Discord
We have a
chat.
fucking GamersGrove, yeah.
Fuck.
Even though it's still only our friends who use it, so whatever.
You could also do it on the Steam group if you felt like it.
Oh yeah, I thought we should start doing that later.
Fuck it. I can do that. I'll do it right the fuck now.
Make it like an announcement.
Oh god.
That it like interrupts everybody's gameplay. It's
Yeah.
like,
Live. I gotta.
I hate those. I hate those notifications.
Yeah, I'll make it so like it force tabs them out of the game.
Like it's like flashing. Like, come look at me.
It's nice. I can get all my swearing out right now before the show actually starts.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Fuck. Sorry.
Fuck shit stat. You guys remember that? That was
Yeah.
Reggie Watts. When he like that's the first time I saw him.
Oh my god, I hate that.
Pickety
Song.
fuck, pickety fuck, pickety fuck, fuck, fuck.
I forgot about that song.
Yeah.
Should play it in the stream.
Take your shit.
We should. Is that our pre-show song?
It's
Yeah.
a pre-show song. Thanks, Reggie.
Shit.
Have you guys seen him lately? He's like super thin and jacked.
He is. He's so jacked. He's like the music guy for like James Corden or something.
Oh really?
Really?
Yeah, like
Oh yeah. He is.
it's kind of cool.
Twitch.tv/GamersGrove, right? I
Yeah.
have that right. Yeah. Boom. Posted.
Wait, did I? Where's
I don't.
OBS? I don't know where. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. I've used
Okay,
two
are we
monitors in a
ready?
minute.
Dude, I still have yet to ever have two dual monitors in my life.
You don't have dual monitors?
I
No,
just
don't
set
have-
this other one up for the stream. I don't have desk space.
Get one of those mounts that you can put
Yeah,
up
it's our new logo, Dylan. We just got new.
Yeah,
new
it kind of looks bad
stuff.
on here though, just because I threw it on there without doing anything.
You're peeping the new branding live for the first time. Dude, I've been watching a D&D podcast. It is so tight.
What one?
It's like the reason I want to get. It's called The Adventure Zone.
New Adventure Zone?
Yes, it is.
Oh wait, I think I've watched.
These guys they do a lot of podcasts, but like this is just one of the many things they do. It's really funny.
Wait, do they do lore?
No.
Oh.
They used to work for Polygon,
Oh.
but not anymore.
What were you about to say? It's the reason why you what?
It's the reason why I've been like so like into like wanting to start up D&D again like as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm down too. I was just thinking about it last night. Actually, I had a question for you about Cedria, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, do you have a god of religion?
A
What?
god of religion?
Yeah.
Who? Wait, what? What is this?
So like a
don't
god
know.
of worship?
Yeah,
essentially?
I don't know.
So
I saw it on the world building
You
subreddit.
practice the religion by worshiping deities?
I don't know.
The religion is just worshiping, that would mean.
I saw it on this world building subreddit, and I was like, well, it's something actually to think about for once on this subreddit.
That's like, yeah, that is, at least there's like some thought going there, but that's like
Yeah.
a,
yeah,
that's some
it's like a
weird
meta.
territory.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. Hello, my girlfriend.
No
Define
Kwai
meta.
in this chat.
Yeah.
Defining meta, talking about meta in itself is a
breaking.
meta.
No anime. Somebody ban her.
Anime is not allowed here.
Oh
Oh my
shit!
God, you deleted
Fuck
your
shit
messages. Or no, Dylan did.
No, I
probably.
did.
That's a dick. Oh, you did.
But it is a timeout. How do I undo it?
Brady feels bad. Don't worry about it. You can stand up. We're not like starting yet.
Well, then why are you streaming?
It's pre-show stuff. We're just getting ready.
I just
The only people
realized
who are
Oh.
on the live stream are us.
in that fuck shit stack video,
Uh-huh.
there's some comedians that I know from other things in that video that I never realized.
It says you're not
Dinesh
okay.
from Silicon Valley, isn't it?
She's good.
Okay, are we ready to get this show on the road?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sir.
What are you doing today? Okay, well, I'm not ready. I don't know why I said that.
Alright.
I have to wait on this lady.
Oh? You call me a lady?
I said this lady. My lady.
I ain't no late.
My lady.
My man.
Lady.
Yeah.
Bro.
All right, come on.
That's fine. Make good choices.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's
We're
record on
ready.
Audacity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Audacity.
No, it made it
On-
better.
On go.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Testing.
Hello.
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 Already tested my audio. Amateurs.
Everything looks good.
I did too, but
Not when I yell like that.
just double
Hey man,
checking.
it's part of the ritual.
Yeah, I get it.
Part of the ritual.
Scream in your mic for a couple
get it.
seconds.
I get down with it.
Picking up what
I
you're
guess
putting down.
that's. Yeah. Are we ready? Does everything look good? Video's good.
Wait, let's check.
Pre-show showing the right things. I mean, the Twitch show. Fuck.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yep.
I feel like I'm gonna slip and cuss a lot on this for some reason.
It's all right.
It's not. iTunes won't be happy.
Oh yeah. Well, as long as we mark it explicit.
Yeah, you're right. I mark it explicit like for anything now. Okay, whatever. We ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Give me like a 3, 2, 1. Then I'm
You
just
want an
gonna change
action
it. So I
cut?
get. I'm just trying to do it so I get the least amount of work and post as possible.
Okay. Let me my. Ah! Okay. on go. 3, 2, 1, go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the GamersGrove podcast, episode 15. Today is Sunday, May 27th, 2018. We are your hosts, Will, Austin, and Brady.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. For those of you who are not experiencing this, we are streaming this live right now, so you missed out. Shame on you. But you can check us out in the future on Twitch, twitch.tv/GamersGrove. We will hopefully be live streaming from here on out. For those of you, yeah, that'll be fun. You get to see our nonsense pre-shows, if you can even call them that.
Yeah.
For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, welcome. We are a video game news podcast. We try to do our best to be newbie friendly. If we're ever not good at that, by the way, you can say so. So I feel like
Ask
sometimes we miss
questions.
things. Yeah, ask questions. That's totally fine. But yeah, we try to market ourselves as non-video gaming person friendly as we possibly can be. And yeah, we talk about video games. This week, we're going to be covering Epic Games announcing they're going to give $100 million towards competitive video gaming for their video game, obviously. Tencent buying 80% of Grindy Gear Games, the Battlefield 5 reveal, and much, much more. But before we get into any of that, we're going to be talking about some of the stuff we've played this week. Have you guys had the chance to play anything this week?
I mean, as usual, I've just been playing old school RuneScape. Chopping trees
Fishing?
now instead of
Oh.
chopping trees. I've changed.
Changing it up.
Yeah, changing it up, trying to avoid burnout. But yeah, pretty much it.
Okay. Did you get to the fishing guild? Did you get high enough level for that? Did you just
I think I got to 60 and stopped, and I think you need 63 with like the Admiral Pie to get in.
Yeah.
Because it's
Right,
68.
yeah.
So I'll go back to it eventually. Just taking a wood chopping break because I get access to woodcutting guild. So
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
pretty easy to get. Okay.
yeah.
Austin.
I've just been continuing with Black Mesa. Played a little bit of that the other day, and then the usual Warframe grind. Keeping at that.
Good old Warframe.
Other than that, not much.
All right.
Busy week for us.
Same old thing.
Yeah. I only just played this today, but I played enough that I want to talk about it. I played Don't Starve Together today
Mhm.
because
Good one.
Rebecca wanted to, or we were both talking about how like we just don't like have any video games that we can play together because my laptop sucks and I only have one PC. So we were looking for games and we found that. It's fun. I'm still not like the biggest Don't Starve guy, but it's a solid game. Like, I can't harp on it for anything. Like, it does everything it does very well.
Yeah.
I suck at it. It's probably part of it. It's very hard. But that's it. That's the only thing I've done this week. So I guess that covers all the bases for all of us. Really not much to say this time around. So we're going to jump right into the news. The first thing on the list being Epic Games donating its $100 million, or offering to donate $100 million towards competitive gaming. We don't necessarily know what this means yet, because that's really all they said about it. Yeah, I would imagine they're gonna use that to fund prize pools.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would make the most sense right now. I doubt they're gonna pull like a Blizzard and like build an arena or anything, as cool as that would be.
Yeah. I think we were talking about that. I'd have to have like fit 100 players at once.
Yeah,
a ring of 100
pretty insane.
That would be kind of cool to see, though.
If
Honestly,
they managed to pull it off, that would be actually worth going to.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be Except it'd be quite the production, like in terms of making sure at least 100 PCs work, and 100 everything works. Like, oh god, quite the production.
Pretty rough.
What a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine. I'd feel like really bad for like whoever, like the first, say, like 10 to 15 people to die.
It's like sitting there like,
do you sit there? Do you get up and leave? Like,
yeah,
it's awkward.
Yeah. But
just snack, just sit there.
Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna focus on the PC the most, or actually gonna give console like players a chance at it, or have like their own separate thing. Because I mean, I think it's just gonna only be PC, but I don't know. Yeah.
I think the real competitive one will be the PC stuff, but like Epic Games does a good job of being pretty inclusive to everybody, so I'm sure that they'll like fund tournaments for console games and maybe even a mobile phone game.
Oh
tournament.
god, I swear.
Can you imagine that? That would be.
I swear.
What would you even like? What would that even entail? Like, as terms of a arena setting?
I don't
just
know.
Get local.
Everybody just standing around.
Hangs out in a room and just stares at their phone.
Yeah, like, oh, my phone's dying, but I'm a fourth alive.
Somebody have a charger. Oh, but that player's already using the charger. Ooh, that's part of the strat. You gotta like plan out your charging time.
I'm sure they'd have like one at the station or something. Like,
yeah, of course. I don't know. I honestly think even Epic doesn't necessarily know like what this entails. It's just people maybe will throw ideas at them and they will go, hey, that's cool, or hey, that's whatever, and they'll fund it. Like, I honestly think that's how it's gonna go, but they don't necessarily know what a Fortnite tournament entails.
Yeah, well, Ninja actually held that one tournament in Vegas, and it was actually interesting because I've said before, but I just don't like Fortnite. But it actually made me look at the game like differently, because it's like people play. This is the most how most esports games are, where like public matchmaking is completely different than like competitive, like esports. Professional, and it like the meta is completely different. Like everything is pretty much different. And Fortnite, like the like spammy build thing, like that was like kind of still there, but there's a lot more like strategy and like thinking of like
thought behind it.
Yeah, thought behind it, instead of just like go like like building everything is like, what is happening. And yeah, I think it was interesting to watch that and see how it like just unfolded, and the like the meta like within like competitive compared to public matchmaking, and it's actually like really different and entertaining to watch.
That is interesting. I'm kind of bummed out I missed that, because that is something I want to see. Like, what is a professional Fortnite player, and how do they compare it to a regular? One thing I wonder though, like if they really want this to become a thing, I guess it's a little different because it's solo, but like, how do you scout people for this?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, think of it, Overwatch, like, oh God, they scout players out. You know,
you're talking about
check
the players?
grandmasters and stuff. Yeah, like, how do you find your pro players?
It'd probably be open. It'd probably be a bracket play, like, and that. I think in this size though, you kind of have to have like heats instead of brackets, where like, it's like everyone plays in like the top 5 moves on, and you do top 5 until you fill out 100 or top 10 or whatever it may be.
That makes sense. Yeah, that could work.
And I mean, with the amount of players that Fortnite has, I think there'll be plenty of actual people and to enter into it and stuff. And I think there's a lot more like good people than people think, because not everyone streams on Twitch and stuff. So I think if they did do it, like, I'm just thinking of like who are not ESL? Is it ESL?
ESL,
yeah, ESL.
They're kind of like the main guys behind most of the stuff.
Yeah, if they like just did something, like, I think it'd get a lot of attention and it'd be interesting to watch.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, I don't know how it'll work, but I'm curious to see what people come up with, because I'm sure people are gonna want that money. So
yeah, no,
they'll figure out ways.
Yeah, to make it work. Yeah, and you said it before, but I'm curious to see, like, if that 100 million is just for prize pools, or if it's actually to like help set up tournaments and provide, like, pay for people to work and stuff. So who knows?
I feel like if it's for all of that, it's not that much money in comparison to some other. I mean, actually, I don't really know what's the prize pool like for other games. Like,
well, I guess Overwatch League does $125,000 prize pools at the end of each stage, and then 1 million at the end of this season. But they're kind of a unique case. Dota 2, I think, in their big tournament, like the tournament, their prize pool was like 50 million, something in that range.
Pretty big.
It's like big stakes.
Yeah.
I think the average. Yeah. That's for the internationals. I think, like, on average though, 100,000. I feel like that's generous, but like that seems like an average prize pool amount. Yeah. No one's gonna complain about that.
Yeah, but I feel like 100,000 nowadays is more for like low tier esports. Like, I feel like $1 million is like for the biggest tournament like of the year.
Especially like if it's 100 players, like.
That is true.
I mean,
there's 4 players per
100
team.
players, 100 million.
Well, yeah. Then also Austin brought up good points. Like, is there gonna be squads or solo, or is it gonna be different stages, like different kind? This
different leagues.
Interesting. Yeah. So yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see how to play out. I don't know though. I think maybe like, they have the money to throw around for sure, so they probably could do like $1 million prize pools.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I think honestly they may, depending on who comes to them and what they offer, like, they may be willing to help like fund them building stuff or staffing them or whatever they need.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first people to come to mind is like Esports Arena, because they're always really good about like being the first kind of to just test things out. So that'd be cool.
That would be. I guess we will have to wait and see.
Yes.
Next thing on our list, RuneScape Classic, a sort of beloved game by many, is being
shut
finally.
Finally?
Finally.
Yeah.
I mean, finally.
Yeah.
Not even.
I don't know anyone who's played it either.
Fair enough.
No, yeah, I do mean finally. Don't call me out on that. The games came out, I think, 17 years ago, somewhere in the high teens.
2001, I think. So a little more.
17 years. That would be.
Wait, no, it is 2018, guys.
Boys.
Yeah.
It's been 17 years.
Math. So the game, I honestly didn't even know it was still alive.
I didn't either.
I feel like I've gone and tried to play it a couple times and I couldn't figure it out back in the day. But RuneScape Classic is shutting down after a very, very long run. They claimed it to a lot of botting problems, and the game also just kind of slowly falling apart on itself. Like, I guess the code just breaking. And it was a matter of they don't want to devote resources to an engine they don't even use anymore. It was falling behind. So rather than let it just break apart into a complete mess, they're just going to give it an official ending and be done with it.
Yeah.
And that's the best way to go about it, you know.
I think so too.
Whatever.
Yeah, and I don't know how many people are like actually devoted to it. I can only see it being a handful of people, but I guess it just means more resources elsewhere.
Yeah,
I feel like we'd be surprised, and it just like is a huge community
Yeah.
that we don't know
Yeah,
about.
where it's like shaming
the
them.
others.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like the old school subreddit like got a decent amount of people posting like their accounts and like how far they had made it and stuff. So like, there's definitely people who still played it, but
yeah,
I'm sure it's a very, very small community that was actually doing it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I wonder if it was possible to like bot on RS Classic and somehow trade that for RS2 gold.
I was thinking about that.
Or old school RS gold, because like you can do that with RS3 to old school RS. So I'm wondering if that was like contributing to a bunch of botting money being put into the other economies.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say. They definitely had a botting problem, so they said. Why would you? It's weird.
Because it just seems like why would you care about it otherwise?
Yeah, really. I mean, to be fair, Jagex made it clear they didn't care. Like, even though they are now shutting the game down, I don't think they've given it any sort of updates or quality of life in like years.
Yeah.
So it might as well have been dead anyways.
Just like, we're gonna take it out back and shoot it.
Yeah.
Infested with bots. No one plays it.
Essentially. I'm kind of curious. I may try and do this depending on where I am on the day, but maybe make an account and see like how many people are around on the final day.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it'll be a decent amount of people.
Yeah,
like a
maybe
parade.
Crash the servers. Preemptively kill it.
Should have been shut down years ago.
That'd be interesting.
That would be. All right. Well, there's really not much more to say there.
No.
Let's move on. The next thing, I know Brady in particular is probably perked up with this one. Tencent, a super company in China that we have talked about before, has essentially bought out Grinding Gear Games. Grinding Gear Games is known pretty much exclusively for their game Path of Exile, which is a top-down Diablo-esque game. You run around, you fight monsters, you get loot, you power up so you can fight more monsters. Something in particular, though, it had a ridiculous skill tree.
Oh yeah,
I think they do still have that, but it's the coolest part about that game. Honestly, I don't know why I like it so much, but like it's a massive web of talents and perks that you can dive into. But yeah, they have now been bought by Tencent. Well, not completely. Tencent owns 80% of their stock, right?
Majority.
Oh, there's on the stream, I see Brady pulled up a picture of the skill tree there. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Gosh.
I know, right? So what this means essentially is Tencent now they own the majority and they kind of have all of the say-so into what decisions are made from here on out. Grinding Gears did make a statement saying they've still been given full creative control, nothing's going to change, this and that, which I don't think is not true, but Tencent kind of has a history of slowly creeping in things that they want, like pay to win and loot boxes and stuff like that is very, not out there for Tencent. It's kind of like their main bread and butter right there.
Yeah. Wait.
So
how does Path of Exile make money? Because it's free to play.
I think they do have a thing that's called like support caches or something. It's essentially like a little loot box that gives cosmetic items, and the money, it's your way of supporting these free to play devs.
Yeah.
Something, I think I read this on Reddit, but something I think is interesting. People may be totally happy to buy a $5 loot box to support your little free to play startup company, but are they going to be as willing knowing all that money is going to this super company? Because they don't get the money now. They're getting funded, but they don't really get that money anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing with Tencent though is, so what it seems to be the trend is, if you want a game released in China, it's like just go to Tencent and they'll buy like 10-20%, however much of your company, and it's like, all right, and then they'll release it in China, and then millions of players play in China, and I'm sure Tencent makes their money back like as soon as it's released in terms of investing, and it's kind of like a win-win, but 80% is a lot, and I don't think we've seen that. Like,
I don't think this is probably the biggest. There was one other I read that got pretty close, but I'm pretty sure 80% is the highest amount of a company. They have, let's see. Oh, actually, holy crap. In 2011, Tencent owned 92.78% of Riot Games.
Oh man.
Oh, okay.
I think that is. Oh no, they fully acquisition. They fully own it as of 2015. So.
Oh, okay. So.
They may be looking to do that, just swallow up the company.
But I think they do this as well because they take bits and pieces everywhere of different companies, and they really haven't done anything themselves. Like as Tencent, they publish but they don't develop. So I think this is their way of just supporting and just trying to get their foot in being the major player in the games industry, just by swallowing up all these American companies, I guess, or Western, I should say, companies. Yeah. But I think they have some sort of grand plan that they're gonna just release on something on the United States later or something. I don't even know. But I think there's a reason why they're just getting little slivers of all these other companies. There's some big plan that they're doing, and I don't know what it may be or whatever, but it's something.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I hope Grinding Gear gets to keep all their creative control and this doesn't really affect them. I think that is being overly optimistic though, because like you said, 80% is a lot. They could easily just shut down anything, and there's nothing anybody can do to stop them.
I mean, I think they will keep it. I don't look at Tencent as the bad guys, really. They're just the big Chinese game conglomerate. That's just what it is, and I don't know. I think they may have Grinding Gear introduce some other sort of way to make money, because I don't. That's why I asked you, because I remember playing the game before. I had no idea. I don't even know where they'd make money or anything. So I mean, it might be a good thing though. It's like if they had loot boxes, sure, whatever. It's don't buy them unless it starts becoming buy loot boxes, and it's you could get rare weapon drops or whatever that may be. That at that point, it's all right.
Yeah, and I think that's my worry. I'm not trying to paint Tencent out as the bad guy, but if they were to take any direction, I fear that that's what it would be. To suddenly these high level weapons are locked behind a paywall and this and that, and slowly just kind of whittle away through things like that.
Yeah.
Hard to say though.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't know. I don't dislike Tencent. I just want to kind of know what they're trying to get at by buying all these stakes in these companies.
It's making money, man.
Yeah, if you look at their acquisitions, at least 2 a year.
Really?
They're buying up. Yeah. I don't know if you guys knew this, but they acquired Miniclip.
Yeah.
Remember Miniclip?
Yeah.
Do they like fully own them?
Yes. Yeah.
Ooh.
Damn.
Wow.
They wanted that Flash game hype back in the day. When did it say they bought
If you
them?
go to Miniclip now, though, it looks like
It looks the same to me. I
it
went not too
doesn't
long
look
ago.
the same to me.
Really?
Yeah, not the way I remember it, at least. It just looks like the same thing, I guess, but like
Okay.
modernized.
Yeah, it's modernized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm not seeing, pay $1.99 to continue playing this game. So.
true. I mean, it's Flash games. You can only.
Yeah, that's
Kind of off topic, but
Yeah. No, definitely.
it relates to Tencent. Well, I mean, the thing to say is, the famous phrase of, "We'll have to wait and see how this affects them." And hopefully, we will remember to update you on that.
Yeah.
But as of right now, things are still the same. The ownership has changed hands, but the game is developing and going along as it has been.
Mm-hmm.
With all that said, let's get on to a nice juicy piece of news. The Battlefield 5 reveal happened a couple of days ago. And I'm excited for this one because we take very different stances on it. I'm kind of the odd man out here, but why don't you guys tell me about it first?
All right.
What do you think of it?
I saw. So I'll just say like what other people think, and then what I think of it. So people like the trailer thought it was like really chaotic, like they didn't know what was going on. There's some girl, some like weird metal arm, and then it like weird transition in the gameplay, and that was pretty much it. And I mean, I saw the same thing. But like, I just think that's what Battlefield is. Like, it's like, you're going, there's like gunshots, there's like explosions, like planes coming down. Like, I mean, if you're playing Conquest Large, like that's pretty much how it is. Like, I don't know what they expected, and then his female
they
character.
were expecting realistic gameplay, apparently.
Yeah, which.
Yeah, Battlefield's not realistic.
Battlefield has never really been much about
ridiculous.
The realism.
Battlefield 4 especially, it's like you jump out of your jet, you shoot someone with an RPG, you hop back in your jet. You know what I mean? Like, it's goofy. It's supposed to be that way. It's fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I guess maybe what took people by surprise was that this is the first time, at least that I can think of in a trailer, where they showed that side. Usually their trailers are kind of like really cinematic and they got some music and the gameplay goes to the beat of the music, stuff like that, where this is more like boots to the ground kind of a thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
But here's my problem. It seemed like they were having an identity crisis to me. Like they, the people kicking down the door and going through the house, shooting people up. And it seemed like real intense, but then like there's a guy sitting on the stairs who's like, "Hey, like I need healing." And I was like,
okay, that was like a Battlefield meme, though. That was like a Battlefield meme, because you're always screaming, "I need a medic," and the medic never gives you any meds. Like, you have to scream at him for 5 minutes, and then he's finally, "Oh, sorry," and he gives you the meds, which is what happened in the trailer. So when I saw it, I started laughing because I was like, "Oh yeah, I've been there, dude." But like, if you weren't like, I don't know, if you didn't pick up on that, I can see how that you're just like, "What the heck?" This is like totally ruined my immersion, man. But I thought it was a joke, and I thought it was a funny one.
I don't know. Yeah. I also just think it looked so nice in a lot of games, like that looking nice will translate perfectly into the game. Like, it will look like that in the game. Frostbite Ninja is just so good. So I don't know. But then I did think the transition to gameplay is kind of weird. Like, I think they should,
because it was fake.
I mean, obviously it was fake, but like, I think they needed to either have like a cinematic trailer and then a gameplay trailer, like not kind of push it into one. But yeah, I don't know. And then I guess we can move on to like the female in it, where
that was thing people were freaking out about. Hashtag
real quick
Battlefield.
Real quick before you get that, I want to make a quick aside for our Twitch viewer.
Oh, yeah.
Wampa, hi. We do respond through the stream as well. Occasionally, we just try to do it in a way so that it doesn't break away too much from the topic like I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we do a mix of both responding through chat and stream. But yeah, to jump back before even getting to the female, because I think people whining about that are stupid. For me, the main thing was like this whole identity crisis of it seemed like real intense, but then people are like, oh hey dude, what's up? Like I'm just hanging out on this battlefield. Like literally when she jumped or when the guy jumps out the window, he's like, hey, how's it going? And it's like, all right. Stuff like that got to me.
I don't know. I think
I'm being an ass about it.
Yeah, so you're just overanalyzing it, but I don't know. I honestly I don't think this will affect like game sales or anything. I think once they release an actual gameplay trailer, it'll change people's views of it and stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I think they just made a bad trailer, and everyone's like overthinking it.
See, I thought it was a good trailer because it picked off all the points I wanted. I know you think it was good too.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it was action packed. It was World War II thing, which is what I wanted. I wanted a World War II. I know you didn't want one.
Yeah, but it still looks good.
It's still fun. And then there was big MG32. Like,
yeah,
that's what I want.
Yeah, shooting down a plane.
Drop shotting people. Let's not forget. Like
whatever.
That's the gunplay you're gonna show me.
It was kind of weird. The gameplay was kind of weird, but it was
because like honestly, I do believe like this isn't even me ragging on them. I don't think it was like that was part of the cinematic. Like none of that was actual gameplay. That was just like it was meant to look like gameplay, you know, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
But like it conveyed the idea across. Like there was something I picked up just watching it right before we started streaming. At the very end, when the guy's like getting choked out by the German soldier, there's a little icon that's like squad spawned on you, and then the girl comes and like smacks him. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
That was one thing I thought was really neat. You know.
Yeah.
To even talk about the whole women thing, that's dumb.
Yeah.
It's a video game. Like, calm down. I get like. Even me, like I'll whine about historical accuracy stuff, but like with something like this where it's not their main focus and also like just it's not what they're going for. We're in the age of inclusivity. Wow.
Sure.
Don't know what I'm including thank you. Yeah. Like it doesn't matter. Like it's cool, whatever. Like every character looks like some ridiculous, like obviously not a soldier with all their weird spray paint and gear, but like whatever. Yeah. That also goes into like how the industry is right now, which is all about customization of characters and loot boxes and stuff.
Yeah. But and then there's something else I saw which is like even more ridiculous, but like
hold on, before we move on, just beside the point, women did serve in World War II.
There
are multiple instances of women serving. I'm not going to name off a bunch of history, but go look it up, Google it.
There's definitely a thing. Like women did serve in combat.
Yeah.
A lot less, but still. Anyways.
And then I was just gonna say there's EA or whoever DICE, they had a guy on like the deluxe version of the packaging for the game, and then a girl on the standard version. People were like, no, like this is like
not my Battlefield.
Yeah, no.
Did either of you guys watch the actual stream of this?
I watched. No. I skipped through it, but I saw like Trevor Noah and whatever. But it was like too scripted.
Yeah, it was. To talk about like the actual game, they did mention a lot of really cool things.
Oh
like,
yeah,
the operations and stuff. How like if you don't like complete a certain like mission or objective like on this day, then on the next day like they have more of an advantage against you. Things like that. You know, the whole. I don't fully understand it yet. But
I don't either.
It reminds me, there was a game, Austin, we used to play that was a World War II shooter that like matches were played like they had a map of Europe, and like if like, you know, the Ally forces won enough battles here, it would push the map, you know? You know what I'm talking about?
Rise of Storm or right?
I don't know.
Did Frankie used to play it on stream?
Yeah, Frank used to play.
I know what you guys are talking about.
I can't think of it right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I can't.
One
either.
of you think
it's
of
not on
look
Steam.
it up or
It
something.
was through a third-party launcher.
Yeah.
But anyways, what I'm getting at is this seemed like that, and I think that's pretty cool. Like it's cool to add like that little like it's not even needed, but just a cool extra incentive to playing multiplayer. You know, to think that like I don't know, it makes it feel more alive and like you're in the battle and you're really influencing this like alternate war. Even though it's not alternate reality.
Was it Heroes and Generals?
Yes, that was it. Okay. Heroes and Generals. That was cool.
That was a good game.
Yeah, and then they added something else like things like fortresses or something, and it looks like you could build things. Which you guys not see that?
Fortnite?
You pull it up.
I think the fortifications.
Oh, fortifications. Yeah.
I saw that was a thing, but I didn't really like read into it.
But honestly, I was like, all right, like there's gonna be battle royale in it if they're adding something.
So you were talking about Battlefield.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
You're talking about the other game. Okay, got it.
Oh yeah, Heroes Generals. Oh yeah, sorry.
There's definitely gonna be a battle royale mode. Let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
Why not?
No, I'm not ragging them. I'm just saying like it's for sure a thing.
Yeah.
Battle royales are the thing.
Say.
Yeah.
But
something else nice they mentioned. No premium pass.
Yeah. No, that's not nice.
I like the premium.
Yeah, I like premium pass. Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys!
What? It was for Battlefield. It fits nicely with it.
It fits nicely. It's not that much money to dole out. You get all the DLC.
It was like $20.
You get more drops, so that would shield you from the loot crate BS if that happens.
You get XP boost every month. It was like they set out a plan and said, all right, for the next like 13, 18 months, however long it be, you're gonna get something every month. And it's kind of, I almost felt like it held them accountable. Like it's like, all right, like there's no DLC. It's like kind of where's it at? Like you said, we'd get it, kind of thing. But I think for $20, it was worth it for how many maps you got and everything else that came with it.
Absolutely,
it is definitely worth it.
Sure, but you're essentially paying for content
that should have been in the base game.
No, well, yes, but no. That's not even what I'm getting at, though. You're paying for content that, at the time of you paying for it, may not even exist. Also, you have no idea of whether it's going to be good or not. Yeah, but what I mean is like
I don't even know if the game's going to be good or not.
That may come out to be complete crap. Yeah, exactly. That's why you don't pre-order it. You know?
Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's all like if you pre-order, you'd save money. So it's like, all right, so do I save money or take the risk of losing money and like wanting to get things that are good? Like
to me, the reward outweighs the risk because Battlefield's an established game.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't let me down yet.
Yeah,
Bungie was an established game, and then Destiny 2 happened.
Okay, but
Destiny 1 was
that's different than Halo.
We don't have to go into that.
But I know.
Battlefield 3 was good. Premium passes were good. Battlefield 4 was good. Premium passes were good. Battlefield 1 is good. I think premium passes are still good. So I don't know. Okay, I feel like it's a good business model.
I'll say I'll agree with Wampa here. He's saying he didn't like them either. I think I like what they're doing now. I like the idea that all the maps are going to be free for everybody. Is that
what they're doing?
Yeah. Like, the maps are still going to come out. It's just that I don't have to pay $20 for it anymore.
Well, that's what I was gonna. Yeah, that was my next point. Was that if new maps come out, then I'm not gonna buy it. Like I'm not gonna spend $10 each time the maps come out. So they're pulling Overwatch. You're pulling a Blizzard.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of being like, hey, buy the maps as they come out or buy them all beforehand, you just get them all now, and that's I like that. Save,
I do too.
Then you could do the DLC for like bigger stuff. I don't really know what
would DLC be?
Well, that's the thing.
But yeah, Battlefield only really had map DLCs.
Yeah, that was. I don't know what else you could add to it unless you.
I will tell you what they're gonna do. Yeah. Okay.
Well, they've already confirmed that there are the airdrops.
The switch. Yeah. The switch over from the consumer aspect to the business aspect, DLCs don't like really aren't your main moneymaker anymore. It's about loot boxes.
Yeah,
and
microtransactions.
Yeah, microtransactions. Like even that's why on the stream when they were hyping up, like, yeah, no premium passes. Look at us, we're so cool. They were extremely quiet about loot boxes
like
because
snickering.
they're gonna have them. You know, like
okay,
it's just a matter of how they deal with it.
Okay, but pretty much every Battlefield, just like Battlefield 3, has had the like loot boxes in them, and
I know,
like I don't know, like it's you earn them at a sufficient rate that it's like you could not buy any and be perfectly fine. And that, but then that went back to the premium pass where you paid $20 and you also got like more drops. You got like more crates for it, so you unlock things faster.
Gold crates or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
gold crates. Yeah.
Well, I won't like. I'm not ragging on them for doing it. I mean that they can afford to take the loss of, you know, people aren't paying $20 to buy our maps. We can give that for free because we're gonna make so much money on microtransactions.
Yeah, that's true. Because $20 that's nothing in terms of loot crates. I mean, you buy 3 loot crates, you spend $20 in some games.
Yeah, but you want to address that, Will? Yeah,
I will address that. Wampa, we have a very specific case around Black Ops because I actually work for Treyarch. So I'm not comfortable talking about the game because I don't want to risk breaking any NDAs or anything like that. I don't want to get fired and sued. So we avoid talking about anything Black Ops 4 specifically on the stream. That doesn't necessarily mean that you know, Austin or Brady might one day, if they feel like it, like write an article about the game on the website. That's totally fine. But as far as like the podcast and our stream goes, we avoid it altogether because I can't talk about it, and I don't want them to like have to worry about talking it and dodging around with stuff because I'm in the company.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. If you were looking for some Black Ops 4 talk.
We should also mention for future kind of what the question in chat is for those on the podcast.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's actually true.
In the future.
Yeah. All right. But I want to make.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Good,
I want to make the point is like, why? Like, I don't understand why everyone hates loot boxes so much. I understand why they hate it on EA's perspective, but because they made it like a pay to win kind of thing, or like essentially you couldn't earn it unless you bought loot boxes. But if they're not you know, giving you any sort of advantage and it's just cosmetic, like I don't understand what's so bad about them. Just don't buy them, like.
Yeah, I mean,
but
honestly,
that guy has a cool cape. I want it too.
Yeah. Okay. Then buy loot box.
The problem. Here's where I think the problem comes from. For people like us, it's perfectly reasonable to be like, you know, hey, I don't want to buy that. You know, it only gives cosmetics. It gives no game, like in-game value to me. I don't need it. Done. But think of all the stories of, you know, the kids with mom's credit cards, you know, things like that. Yeah. And that does happen.
Control your kid, like.
Yes, it is also
put some parental controls in the game for 2-factor authentication or something. I don't know, like, you know, it's like
I agree. I don't think like we have to hold companies responsible for like kids being crazy. It's just, I guess, like it's a. Well, I mean, I guess this is why it's being talked about in politics right now because people are trying to figure out the right way to do it. Because like, is it gambling? You know, like how much is it okay to show and like put this in kids' faces and influence them? Because, you know, kids are easily influenced. If I'm barraging with like, if they're kids are
they are. I mean, noobs to life.
Yeah, but so it's like the touchy case of like, how much is it okay to like shove this in their face and be like, hey, buy this, you know, things like that. Because an adult is always going to be like, you know, if they want to, they'll do it, and if they don't, they won't, you know. But a kid may get influenced. I don't know. Dude.
Yeah, no, I understand your point. I think it's valid, but I think that just comes down to like you could add. I feel like there's a simple fix to it with like some parental controls or some like, oh, check your email for the code to whatever. Like you have to toggle to put on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
Besides the gambling, like I completely forgot about the gambling thing, and I think it's kind of stupid. But I get where the countries are coming from. But I don't know. It's like I'll put the gambling addiction help phone number like in the game or something. I don't know. Like,
I feel like that's a really valid thing. Like, you can get really into those loot crates. You're I have $30 to spend. I'll just spend $3 for a key. Oh, just $3 more. And then
like,
you end up spending like $9. Even me as like a perfectly like rational adult will spend like way more money on those things.
Yeah.
And so I can totally see like a kid, they get like a gift card or something and they just like blow all $50 on some stupid loot crates.
Well, there's no denying it is exciting. Like there is something exciting about opening a loot crate and like think of the way like Counter-Strike does it. You see the weapons pass by and it's like, oh, there goes the one you wanted. And you're like, oh, like you just missed it, One more box.
Yeah. Next time. But yeah, I don't know. Like I get it's loot crates. But okay, so then the way Battlefield does it though, I didn't think about this. I'm mainly talking Battlefield 4 because I didn't play Battlefield 1 and I don't even know if they're in it. But it's not like a gambling thing. Like you unlock loot crates for weapons. So it's like, okay, you unlock like a M16 loot crate. You get attachments for the M16. And that's it. Like it's not like there's a rarity or like a random, like I guess it is random, but like it's not like the other how loot crates normally are. Like I think there's less randomness that goes into it. Most of the time you can, like there are like just regular battle packs, but it's not like there's not like rarities or anything in Battlefield.
No, it's just skins and stuff.
Yeah, just like it's like oh, you unlock the attachment. Most of the time you can unlock it. Well, actually no, I take that back because there are some things you need from the loot boxes, but you could eventually get it just from playing. So I don't know. I think they do it differently than how like the other people do it. Dev publishers, whatever, do it.
I think it just needs to be for loot boxes to be okay. In my book, my own personal book, it needs to be purely cosmetic stuff, but also giving players the option of earning all of even those cosmetic stuffs in game without spending money if I really want to.
Yeah.
It can take a long time, fine, but give me the option. Like, don't completely lock it out to where if I want that cool cape or that cool weird blue face paint, I have to buy a crate. Give me the option to get it through gameplay.
Yeah, I think that's
perfect
fair.
example of that, or a perfect example of showing exactly what you get is Digital Extremes Warframe. Like, they tell you exactly what you get. And, you're gonna spend $10 and get this thing or whatever. So, I think that's an easy solution. Just don't do the gambling thing.
Yeah.
Well, they completely forego. Like, they don't have loot boxes. Yeah, you just buy the stuff.
Yeah, you just straight up buy whatever you want, and I think I still spend money on that game.
Yeah, Fortnite actually does that.
Fortnite, yeah, exactly. Fortnite.
Yep.
That's a good. Yeah, Fortnite doesn't have loot boxes,
and they're free to play.
And they're free. What do you know?
Yeah,
and it's working.
Yeah, they're making hundreds of millions of dollars.
All right. Well, with all that said, I think we can safely move on.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time.
There's a lot to talk about there,
Yeah.
The next thing on our list, Apple has blocked the Steam Link app from their phones, right? That's
just from the App Store. It's not on the App Store.
Right. So essentially it means just that, right? If I wanted to get Steam Link on my Apple phone, I cannot. Apple says no.
Well, yeah. The way it happens is like with every Apple or every App Store app, Apple has to approve it, whereas like Android, it's more of like open, where you could just put it out there as long as it's not like some malware. And Apple did not approve of the Steam Link app to be put on the App Store.
I'm curious though, because there's ways around that, like with the Binance app. Apple Store still hasn't approved that, but I still use it on my phone because I just download it straight from their website.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if Steam can do that, or if that's
I think they can
frowned upon or legal.
I think I would feel that it's kind of floats near the illegal territory. And also, like, Valve being such a high-profile company, would they want that? Like, even if it was just like, ooh, like, this doesn't look good on you, like, would they want that negative attention? Like, they could potentially be risking, like, Apple completely shutting them out from everything. You know, what if the next thing was like, all right, no more video games on Mac computers, Apple computers?
I don't think that's the case, though, because, well, like, I don't think that's the case of, like, the legality, because, I mean, it's still your phone, and, like, you know, if you want to put something on there, it's like, that's up to you. I know, like, on Android, for the longest time, Amazon didn't have most of their apps on the App Store. And so you had to, like, go to either download it from their website or, like, they had, like, the Amazon, like, Underground something. And if I wanted Prime, Prime Video, like, I'd have to download it, like, through that app or through their website. And it wasn't even on the App Store. And, I mean, like, that's Android, but it's the same case of just different operating systems on your phone. Like, it's your phone,
right?
You can put whatever you want on it.
That is, I suppose that is true.
I just think there's not as, like, publicity wise, you know, there's more attention or more people on the App Store that are more likely to download it because it's easier.
Yeah.
So,
well, what do you think? We discussed this a little bit beforehand, but why would Apple do this? Like, make a move like this? It's not like Valve is some startup company that nobody knows. Like, they're very legit. So, like, why would Apple not be okay with it?
I think it came down to you're buying games through Steam and playing them on your phone, and so you're bypassing the entire store altogether for certain games.
Yeah.
And I think they just saw it as clashing with their current business model.
Yeah, it says,
and taking away from profits, essentially.
Yeah, it pretty much. It says on the article that it's revoked its approval, citing business conflicts with app guidelines. So, I mean, yeah, essentially that. Apple just
makes sense.
Wants to make more money.
It's
not like they have enough money already.
I don't feel like it's gonna really take away much revenue, honestly. But whatever. It's understandable.
It's not like
it's just annoying because I'm still using an iPhone.
So. But it's not like mobile gamers and like, I guess PC gaming, mobile gaming is completely different. It's not even like close to being the same, and I don't even think it's like, I think it doesn't like clash at all. I think Apple's just being stingy.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think that's really all there's to say about that. So let's move on. Next thing on our list, The Wolf Among Us Season 2 has been delayed to 2019. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't even know it was being worked on. Like, I thought they just gave up because Season 1 came out so long ago. It feels like it had to at least be 2 years, I think.
Yeah, I think it's been about 2 years.
Yeah, but you know, I'm gonna double check it. But like they took on so many projects. It just, and I never heard anything about it. I figured they just like forgot. I mean, I'm sure 2013 it came out.
Oh,
damn!
Okay, it's been
oh man,
6 years.
5 or 6. That's crazy.
So exactly, you see what I mean? Yeah, now it makes more sense. Like, it did seem like they forgot about it because it was so long ago. But I mean, Telltale's history is something that we could spend a whole episode talking about in itself, just because they've been through the ringer ever since the Walking Dead game blew up so much. They took their company increased in size like tenfold. They took on 1 billion projects, and then very quickly everybody realized all those projects sucked because they had their hands in too many dishes all at the same time. And then they I think, man, I wish I knew the article or how much it was off the top of my head, but they lost a huge chunk of the company. Like, so many people got laid off because they couldn't handle them anymore. They were losing so much money. They got a new manager or like boss, CEO, something. They have new management, and things from what I have heard and read seem to be a lot better now. but they had a tough time for a little bit there.
It says they have 25% of their workforce.
Yeah, wow. It's rough.
90 employees.
There's still like a big,
90 employees left or laid off.
They laid off 90 employees.
Wow.
Yikes. Yeah, but like, I mean, I'm sure they're still a sizable company. Like, people still like their games. I still like Telltale. I just want the old Telltale back, to put like the real like effort into the story and not like the fake out of you have all these different options, but really you don't. That's why I stopped playing. Dylan hates me for this, but the Game of Thrones one, I thought was garbage because, like all the Telltale games, like, do you want to do this, or this? Like, you have all these options, but then I found out all of those options lead to the exact same ending in season 1. So it was like a big middle finger. It's like, we don't really like, it really doesn't matter what you do. Yeah. No matter what you do, it's gonna come right back to be the same.
Which is fine because that's how some games are, but when they market it as you giving it as a choice, you can just determine the ending. It's kind of
you got to hold up to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
cheap shot to do that. Yeah,
like that's why people play Telltale games, because they market themselves as that.
Is The Wolf Among Us their only original story they've made?
Well, funny enough, Wolf Among Us is not an original story. Wolf Among Us is taken from another comic book, just like the Walking Dead one, called Fables, which is essentially, like we said, just Fables is a really gritty fairy tales in like the dark streets of New York kind of a thing, like having to deal with like living in the real world and keeping their identity hidden and all this stuff. It's really good. I've read a little bit of the comics. They are very interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't know there were comic books for it.
Yeah,
I didn't either.
They're really good comics. But yeah, then I guess Telltale got permission or the rights to make a video game, and the video game's awesome too. So now it's just a matter of, with this delay, it could very well be because like they want to get back to their true form and they need more time to do that, and that's perfectly okay.
Fair enough.
Take as much time as you need. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I honestly didn't really. I knew it was under development, but I didn't know a date for it. So it's kind of the game I didn't realize I was missing out on. Yeah, now that they've delayed it, it's just like, okay, I can wait another year.
Mm-hmm.
It's already been 5.
Yeah, right. Like at this point, like whatever.
I feel like they released the story in parts though, so I think it was released maybe like a year after or something. I don't think it was straight.
Well, I mean, the first chapter came out like 2013, but then I think it's like every 2 weeks or every month they release another chapter, and leading up to like the 5 chapters in total. But yeah, they don't release it all at once. They like tease it out. I wonder though, like I really would doubt that in that time they are developing it like as it's like, all right, chapter 1's out, like get chapter 2 done. Besides like little touch-ups, but overall it's probably all ready to go by the time the first chapter's out. All right, one final thing before we say our goodnights. Australia has officially banned We Happy Few from being sold in any sort of Australian markets. This is upsetting to, Australian consumers and anybody who really wanted to play the game there. But it's not really out of the ordinary for Australia. They have very strict laws and, restrictions, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word, but
fair enough. Yeah, that's a good word for it.
Censorship, I guess.
Yeah. There you go.
That's the word you're looking for.
Yeah. They're very strict about this stuff. So it's not uncommon. To give you an example, Hotline Miami 2. Wow, actually, I didn't know.
Oh, wait, what?
Hotline Miami 2 got banned because of one very quick and brief scene that happens in the prologue of the game. The game is now like forever banned in Australia.
Wow.
Let's see, there was something else on here that surprised me. Oh, The Witcher 2. That was one I think we thought was a bit.
The Witcher
I thought
2,
was
yeah.
shocking.
Yeah.
The Witcher 2 is banned, but yeah, so like, there's a lot of games in Australia that are banned, and people's loophole is to just torrent them.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
They can't stop that. I think there has been. I can't remember. It may have even been We Happy Few, but there was an indie studio who like, their game got banned in Australia, and they were like, "Hey, dudes, like, just torrent it. It's cool." Like, they put it up on a torrent site, and we're like, "Just take it. Like, we want you guys to play it, so
that's cool.
Go ahead and play it." Yeah,
that's all. It's
pretty
gonna
awesome.
All it's gonna promote is just pirating the game too. And,
honestly, yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else they're trying to get out of it. It's like
I feel like, is there a trend? Like, are these games that they're banning? Do they have like pornographic content in it?
Well, let's see. They do have.
I know Witcher does
things.
somewhat. Like, there's some nudity bits in it, but
these are some of the main. I won't list them all because there's a good amount, but I'll list out some of the main things that get a game banned in Australia. Detailed instruction or promotion of matters in matters of crime or violence, depiction of rape, promotion of pedophile activity. I think that'd get a game banned pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
Gratuitous violence, sexual violence, cruelty, things like that. Basically anything. Like, those are like the main pieces, but yeah. That's so a lot of games, because video games main form of entertainment is beating people up, shooting people, any sort of violence. Like, a lot of games get banned in Australia because of it.
Something else interesting is that this game's a Kickstarter. So if you were an Australian that funded the game, it's like, I don't know how many of them they were, but it's like, do you refund
your money?
them, or like, can you? Yeah,
I think
don't
they
know
would
how
have to.
Yeah, I don't know how that'd work.
That is interesting. Yeah, I guess.
Unless they change the game.
If you're from Australia and you funded a Kickstarter and it was banned, send us an email.
Yeah,
I'm sure they would do something like that.
Oh yeah, send us an email. We could get some inside info on
that would
if you happen to listen to this in Australia.
Yeah, I know somebody who is in Australia.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, we all do. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think right now the company is trying to appeal or see what they can do to get it like allowed in Australia. Because I'm certain We Happy Few was a pretty popular Kickstarter.
Yeah,
there's definitely people in Australia who backed it.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, hopefully they're able to get the game. Worst case scenario is probably just they'll get refunded. That would suck, but that is what it is.
Hey, maybe they could get refunded and just pirate it for free. Win-win.
Yeah.
I guess it's a lose for the dev company, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. That covers it for the news. We're gonna very quickly go into our closing segment, This Day in Games. What this is we just mention anything that has come out or happened in the video game industry on this day. I will start it off. On this day in games, May 27th, 2003, Brute Force came out. Funny enough, I don't really know anything about this game. I was never able to play it. It was, I think, an Xbox exclusive. It's like a squad-based third-person shooter. But the reason I wanted to mention it was because it had some pretty... the box art really stood out for it. At least to me as a kid, it had like some weird lizard man and just a bunch of like cool dudes with guns hanging out. And I always was like, whoa, like what is this? Like I want this game, but I couldn't, it was also rated M. So my mom would not like allow me at all. But I remember, I got a picture of it up on the stream for you. Looks pretty rad. Lots of tough guys doing tough guy things, probably.
Reminds me of like the Turok.
Yeah.
Turok for Xbox 360. I think 360.
I believe so.
Yeah.
All right. One of you guys, what you got?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Go
All
Austin.
Right. I got Dear Esther. This Day in Gaming. Dear Esther was released in 2013. It's just a really good like story game. It doesn't necessarily have any gameplay per se.
Because it's a walking sim.
Yeah, walking sim.
I don't like the term walking simulation,
but it is.
But that's essentially what it is. But yeah, it's just kind of like a really chill, kind of spooky game almost. You're just walking around through this island, and there's kind of some narration. And then at the end, there's kind of an interesting scene. But yeah, I mean, I'd check it out. If you've never played Dear Esther, definitely go check it out. Pick it up at like a Steam sale or something. It's usually like $5 or less, and it's a good little like hour to 30 minutes walking simulation.
I can see how much it kills you to say that.
Yeah.
It's got more to it than that.
Yeah.
Well, let's say there's more to it.
It's a story, you know. It's not just walking around. Anyways,
yeah.
Brady.
Yeah, sure. So this day in gaming, May 27th. What's the year? 1999. Metal Slug X came out. Now, I'm sure everyone knows what Metal Slug is. Like, it's the best arcade game like ever. And I think this version was actually an arcade game too. I know it was like on the PlayStation. I think you could get it on Steam, as I'm showing right now too. But like, I feel like this really changed how like arcade games were in a way. Like this was just like such a good like shooter arcade game, and yeah,
it was
definitely
solid. Metal Gear, or God, not Metal Gear, Metal Slug. That was always.
Shit, did I say Metal Gear?
No,
okay.
You're good. I slipped up. You're fine. I always tried to, I always played that in the arcades. Like Metal Slug was my exclusive go-to game at arcades.
Same.
It was super rad. Well, that pretty much wraps us up for this show. Thank you all for tuning in. For you Twitch streamers who just came in, you missed it, but we'll be back next Sunday around the same time. We'll try and get the pre-show going at like 8:30-ish. Let's say.
Yeah.
We'll try to have this stream.
On us, man.
I'm making.
Now we gotta be held accountable.
That's right. Hold us to it. Okay, fine. I'll say
Sunday
night.
Try
to have Sunday nights. We'll have the pre-show hopefully going by around 9:00. I'm not gonna super strictly hold us to that, but we will try our best to do that.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you everybody for listening in. Thank you for anybody who's not, listening to this normally, for working with us as we do this new Twitch thing. We'll try to, as it goes on, integrate it more so you don't feel as left out if you're just listening on iTunes or watching on YouTube, whatever. But yeah, if you want to keep up with us, you can do it in all the regular places. I'm not going to list them off after getting some constructive feedback. We will have all the places listed in the description. So if you want to check us out anywhere, you can do so there.
Yes.
Thank y'all for listening. We will see you next time. Are we still streaming?
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, stream?
Welcome to the post show.
Yeah.
We got some horny boys in the chat.
Yeah,
Let's see them.
Some fucking horny boys coming in like last minute.
How you guys doing, man?
Why didn't you come in like 30 minutes ago? Strangers on the internet. Or maybe not. Maybe you're people we know harassing us. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Are you reading the chat? Yeah, I know. You're scaring my girlfriend, guys.
It doesn't include nudes, unfortunately. That would get us banned.
Does the post show include nudes? We should make a little like post show thing,
with nudes.
Not with.
But then we'd get
we'll stream on Pornhub next week.
My knee grows and Eyebrow would probably tune in more if we showed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the post show we transfer over from Twitch to Pornhub and get the spicy late night show.
We'd probably get more views, honestly.
Yeah, maybe. Oh my god. I don't know. I mean, I think this is like, what the fuck is these people? You know what? You put that. I'm checking it. I'm checking your fucking Instagram.
I'm gonna follow
We're
you,
about
dude.
to find out. Yeah, I'm gonna follow you too. Maybe. No, fuck that. I'm not gonna follow you. You know who I am. You can find me wherever.
Dude, it's not even a real. It's not even a real tag.
Are we getting memed?
We're getting memed.
Hard.
You guys are memeing us. I'm hurt. Man, I hope so.
That Snapchat might be real though.
Yeah, I ain't fucking looking that shit up. What would be a good post show? I mean, I guess like just chatting with the audience.
Play
It's always a
some
thing.
games.
Play some games with
Yeah.
peeps. That'd be
Except
cool.
it's usually Sunday nights and you
Yeah.
have things to do the next morning.
Yeah, next day.
Yeah, that
It's
is
true.
true. I am mad. I did get.
I know you're
Mm.
math, not mad.
I'm math. Is that a thing? Is math a
You're
thing?
math, man.
Mad as fuck.
Yeah, I guess. Is that what it means? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Mad as fuck. That would make sense.
I don't think that makes
We're out
sense.
of touch. Tell us, what does math mean?
They dab. I'm not. Fuck you.
Hell
fuck
no.
You for even saying that.
Again.
Ban this person.
Never.
Your math.
Who are you, strangers?
Shoot him a wink.
No, I turn our
I can't-
webcams off.
I can't
Next
wink,
time.
anyways.
Yeah,
Tune
that's
in
what you
next
get.
time, eyebrow.
Yeah, if you want the
Regressive.
wink, you gotta come back next week.
I'll do a wink just for you, I promise.
I told you, Austin. People watch for you.
Mm.
That's why we get all the views on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really decided,
You hear that?
What'd she say?
This is all about us.
Bex is laughing her ass off.
Hmm.
Let's see.
Late
This
night
can't be.
streams where it gets interesting.
Yeah, man, things get spicy late at night. This is what happens when you run your show at night.
You get all the creeps and weird people.
We still love you. Maybe.
They're just enthusiastic fans. That's all
Yeah.
it is, right? Right, guys? You're fans now, right? Or is that not until I gave you the wink?
It's fake. It's a fake out. This is the most exposure you've gotten in months. Oh, too real.
Hey, we get a good listening on iTunes.
We do. We do. This is. I'm gonna like somehow, some way. Wait.
Somehow, some way, what?
Yeah, we can
Somehow, some
survive
way
without you guys.
Dylan did this. Damn, Brady, hard.
What? You said you can't survive without us? Like, I mean, we can.
Yeah.
We have been. I'll say that.
Damn. Brady's cold. I appreciate it. I appreciate the sexual harassment. All right. Well, this is, I guess, post shows. Something to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Dylan, you got us, bro. Haha. Fuck it. I don't know if they're fucking punking me or not. God damn it. Twitch is scary, man. Twitch scares me. Dylan set it all up.
Mhm.
I believe that, but I also
They're
don't
just
know.
Twitch trolls, man. Don't get too freaked out.
I'm confused. That's okay.
It's gonna be okay. Go to bed.
All right. Here. Look at that, Brady.
Hmm?
Look in our DM.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, strangers, or maybe not strangers, thanks for tuning in too late and in having a fun post show, I guess. Come back next
Sunday.
week, next Sunday.
Yeah.
See y'all later.
Peace.